Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I am your host, the one and only Joey Railroad. I'm here with my buddy Lance. How's it going, dude?
Good, doing good. Football season's back, so it's always good.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And doing some Raw Rewind.
And now everyone that's a TNA fan is on bated breath to see what's going to happen at Bound for Glory.
That's this weekend.
Yeah,
okay,
tomorrow.
that's what they're talking about. I get it now. I don't pay attention to TNA anymore. I really don't.
Well, to be frank with you, a lot of reports I've read is that Vince has bought them.
Who can he bring out? They brought Shane out on Nitro.
Yeah. I
don't know.
I thought the reason he would buy it was because of the tape library.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. That's the only reason he's buying it. Buying a competition out, never always,
Because you would think...
If you could call them competition.
Yeah. Well, you would think they would do it because AJ Styles is your world champion and you could just throw up all his stuff on the network right away.
It's probably going pretty cheap, too, TNA.
Oh, God, yeah. Because they said they have more debt than what the company is actually worth.
Well, if they buy the company, they got to pick up that debt.
That's why I figured they're just going to buy the library and everybody else can worry about the rest. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Bunch of free... Yeah, who knows? I never want to see a company die.
Yeah, me neither. Because, people don't understand... There's like regular average Joes that are putting the rings up and loading the trucks and those types of things. You don't want to see that.
It's like TV shows. I hate The View TV show, but I don't care if it's on air. People are making money and whatever. I'm never going to complain if somebody's making a job, money on a job. So I don't know. Hopefully Vince does something. Well, who knows if it's true for one thing.
Yeah.
Only I guess Vince knows. And Dixie.
You would think, though, that Vince would because that would be good business. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly.
I'll never take anything away from Vince as a businessman.
Oh, well, he's a billionaire, right? Come on. That says something right there.
He's ruthless, yeah. And
he started with nothing.
Yeah, but from everything I've read... from a reliable source that I follow on Twitter, is that Vince paid for the pay-per-view and their next set of tapings to basically, I think, kind of let him go out with dignity. You know what I mean?
Hey, or maybe he just bought them so he can just...
who knows?
Bury them all.
Who knows? It's Vince.
Triple H comes out and gives everybody every one of their guys his finisher move, and off you go. TNA, off you go. Well, this is kind of petty. I don't know. The reason I don't like TNA is the 6-sided ring. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it once in a while, but I just don't. It just doesn't make sense to me. It'd be like watching guys play football on a triangle. Right?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And the guys hated it,
And I'll tell you this real quick story, and then we'll get going. Matt Hardy is actually being sued now by Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, for slander or something?
Yeah, for what he said in a RF shoot video.
Well, I watch those Judge Judy shows and stuff like that. They always say it was slander. If it's the truth... It's not slander.
Well, it's funny because Bischoff used to say the most awful, horrible things about people when he was on top,
Yeah. I always liked Bischoff.
I know, it just made me laugh because what Matt Hardy said was true, that him and Hogan strip mined TNA and basically almost put it under.
Well, they tried their best. It's not like they went there to try to fail.
No,
I actually
no.
liked it. I'm probably one of the only few ones that liked it at the time. So went back to when it went back to the normal ring, and I liked it. But then it went against Raw. And I'm not well. That's a death nail there.
That's just foolishness.
Yeah.
All right, Lance. So how do we get to find the Raw replays?
Oh, man. I think you said it's under the in-ring?
Yeah, let me double check right quick.
Yeah, I'm going to go to in-ring. I usually just put the stuff in the search.
Yeah, you go to click on shows.
Hey.
Click on, if my damn laptop wants to work, in-ring. And then you'll scroll. You'll click on the little thing that has like Cruiserweight Classic, Main Event. You scroll down to Raw Replays. And there's a little thing that says Most Recent. You could click on that and go down to the year 2002.
2002, June 3rd, I think it is, right?
And you look, for June 3rd, 2002.
Stone Cold Austin forces Ric Flair to go one-on-one with him in the main event. Okay.
Yes.
Kevin Nash introduces new addition to the NWO.
And no one gives a damn.
I actually liked the NWO.
I did, but it was just a joke in WWE.
I still liked it, though, because they had the main guys, right? So,
yeah.
You know, it wasn't the NWO, Hulk Hogan and 50 guys you don't know. All right.
All right, then. We're going to go to the first bubble, because I don't think anyone wants to watch 15 minutes of people talking.
No. Stevie Richards, what's this?
Stevie Richards versus Bradshaw for the hardcore title.
All right. And everybody hit the bubble. It should be starting, I think.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, come on. There we go.
I used to love these matches.
Yeah. I liked the old 24/7 rule. Was kind of cool. I don't know if this happened back then. Okay. Bradshaw's just getting whipped, and then he nails him with the... There we go. I think we're on time.
Yeah. I don't know, for those that aren't familiar, Stevie Richards is... Oh, the big boot. Is a certified DDP yoga instructor now.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Always got the bell.
Oh. I always pictured Bradshaw being incredibly stiff in the ring.
Oh, look at him. Remember that bell.
Now it looks like he's going to hog tie him, but then he gives him a pump handle.
I was just going to say he should be disqualified, but yeah, it's hardcore.
Yeah. He's tying his legs like a pig.
Hey, they can't kick out if your legs are tied up. It's a good idea.
It's actually, it's kind of creative.
Is that Jacqueline? Yeah, Jacqueline's the ref?
Yes, Miss Jackie.
I always thought she was another underrated woman wrestler. She could wrestle.
What in the world?
He's got a saddle.
And now he's got the Texas horns.
Oh, man. Yeah, everybody just leaves that under. Well, I guess he could have put that under there earlier because he knew he was,
Yeah, ooh.
It bugs me when there's something under the ring that just shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
For no reason. Well, there's a birthday cake or something, But, it makes sense.
No, I know what you mean.
Put those down there earlier because he knew he was going to need them.
I always liked Stevie Richards.
Yeah, he was another underrated guy. Just, I don't know. Because was it his mic skills? I don't really know.
I don't know.
Definitely can't say he's not a great wrestler.
Yeah, I always enjoyed him.
And he's got the look Vince wants.
Ooh. The old Scott Hall fall-away slam. What the hell?
So he's the APA back then? Yeah.
Yeah, Spike Dudley's in the ring now.
Oh, so this has to be the 24/7 rule, right?
To be.
Yeah. Oh, Spike.
Oh, my God.
Spike's gonna punch out Bradshaw. Yeah.
Boom.
Spike was
Clothesline
always
from
there for
hell.
that.
Good night.
Look how much action this is. So much. Just first match. This is how you. Well, I guess they didn't open like this, but.
There's Just Incredible now, and he gets booted in the face.
Wow.
And I've seen Just Incredible. He does not look that thin now.
No, but it's 15 years ago.
I was going to say, but haven't we all?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's got to hurt where he's got him in the trash can and he's just kicking it.
Oh, man, we used to put each other in the trash can like that and then hit it with a bat, but not to hit you, to make the noise. Bang, bang, bang,
There's
bang.
Crash Holly.
Hit it on the top. That was horrible. Oh.
Oh.
That's a good one. That's how you...
It looked like she was going to go after him, and he's like, oh, I caught you.
Because she was the hardcore champ for a bit, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty
Why else
sure.
would she be in the storyline, right?
And Bradshaw almost busted his ass.
Whoa. I'm fine. I'm just fine.
That's funny.
I meant to do that.
Dude, that's almost as funny as when I watched the Rock Bulldog thing from like 99.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
The
said
Rock did
something
the
about
people's elbow in his like fancy shoes and like slid 3/4 of the way across the ring.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, I always thought this was weird that Booker T was in the...
Forgot about this. This is right at the end. Yeah. Is this the night where he blows out his quad?
I don't think so.
See. I remember watching that, and I seen him go down, and I'm like, oh, crap. He's really hurt.
Yeah, because you heard him screaming.
Yeah, and that's when the Big Show had to do the moves.
This is pretty funny with Goldust.
I always liked Goldust. Look at him. He looks the same as he does. Well, of course, he's got the face paint on. There's a guy that don't age.
Yeah, he just looks almost exactly the same. He's a big DDP yoga guy. He lost like a bunch of weight doing it.
Yeah. Gee, what's it been, a year? And I've done it once? Jeez. Only one person to blame on that, but...
I was going to say, Waltman here actually looks pretty good. Because he's looking rough now.
Well, he's been through the ringer.
You ain't kidding, man.
I don't know. He looks like he's got some bags under his eye there. Oh, off to an ad. Oh, we're back. NWO. That's, everybody says their favorite faction of all time.
Yeah.
Mine's the NWO.
Yeah, I would say either them or the Horsemen.
The thing about the Horsemen is, because I remember the original Horsemen, and they weren't really that good. With Arn and...
Ole,
yeah, Flair and Tully.
Mm-hmm.
They were great and all, but...
That's funny that he's wearing Kane's mask.
So, who was, I guess, the writers back then wasn't Russo. Russo would have been over WCW this era.
Yeah, well, WCW was out of business.
Oh, that's right, because the NWO's here. Oh, yeah, jeez.
Here we have a King of the Ring qualifying match.
When the King of the Ring meant something.
X-Pac versus Goldust.
This should be good.
Yeah. Because another underrated performer is Goldust.
Yeah, he was here at my wrestling, but I missed him. I went to I went to take a piss. I heard bong, this music come out. Taking a piss, and I heard bong, and he won. I don't know who he wrestled. He wrestled him real quick, was obviously a squash, and by the time I got back out there, he was walking back out the ring.
Holy shit. Remember back in like 96, I think it was, he was like wrestling main event. Him and Undertaker had some matches.
I think he had a couple title shots, but never. One of those guys that never been world champion. I don't think he was. No, he wasn't. He was Intercontinental champion quite a bit.
Yeah, I always thought he should have got at least one run with the title, especially back when he was really hot, you know?
Yeah, and that was back in the day where they'd win on pay-per-view and lose on Raw.
Yeah.
You know, do that at least once.
I gotta admit, Waltman looks like he's in really good shape here.
Yeah, he's wearing these little trunks because he's in good shape. He's wearing Goldberg's trunks.
Gonna do the too sweet. Oh man, that's crazy. That still survived all these years.
Yeah, well, one of those things that'll never die.
Well, it's morphed into the Bullet Club now.
The Doctors? Oh no, the Bullet Club, the real Bullet Club.
The real Bullet Club.
Okay. Yeah.
Not those guys. Oh. The ones like, and I personally don't like them, the Young Bucks and those guys.
I liked the Young Bucks, but then I kind of got a hint of how the guys really are, you know, by stuff they do, like in real life, and it's just like,
To me,
I can understand you're young, but...
To me, they're one of the reasons why I hate the super kick now.
Oh, but they do it every fourth move. It's mandatory. Oh, speaking of super kicks, I guess that's a spin kick.
That's a spin kick, but close enough.
Yeah, I sure like, hopefully he does it, that 3 kicks he did in the corner.
Oh, yeah, the boom boom and then kicks you in the head. Then
the spin kick thing, yeah. I always liked X-Pac. Everybody said X-Pac, they hated him, or, you know, I always liked him.
I actually remembered him when he was on the Indies because he used to wrestle a lot in this area. There you go, Lance. Boom.
1, 2, I'm a little behind you. Whack.
Yeah, he was always good at doing that.
Oh, the Bronco Buster. Hope he doesn't rip his anus open.
Isn't that the craziest thing?
Wow, look at what he can hit back there. Oh.
I mean, I've just never heard of that.
Well, unless you're in prison or something, but jeez.
I mean, like in wrestling.
Yeah, that's when you can't really live down, can you? You know, whatever, an injury is an injury.
Yeah. Here's Goldust. I think he's going to do one. Yes. An ugly Bronco Buster.
That's just disgusting. But he is trying to be gross. You know, that was his thing.
Yeah. This was before PG.
Well, that first match definitely wasn't PG, was it?
No.
You know, they can still do a lot of stuff with PG. I've seen some PG movies that were pretty...
Yeah.
You know?
X Factor. And he gets him. I keep forgetting that was his finisher.
He advances.
Yeah, because I always think of that move now with the Bellas.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But you're right though. PG isn't the problem. It's the problem when you have shitty people that don't know how to write for a PG program.
I think you know how they have too many cooks type thing, you know.
Well, and me and Rygal talked about this yesterday. You can see the clear-cut difference in writing when you watch SmackDown and Raw.
Oh, yeah. I don't... You know, obviously Vince is gonna... He micromanages everything, but you can tell on SmackDown it's not as much, or maybe not at all.
The guy that used to write for NXT is their main writer now, and you can see the difference.
Yeah, and the 2 hours is just so much nicer. It's like, oh, it's about to end. Awesome. It's
That, and
not.
I've noticed, Lance, when I watched it, like even the like filler segments were good.
Yeah, because back in the old day when Raw was 2 hours like this, we'd be like, oh man, I wish there was another hour. Or
and then you're like,
a little bit
no.
more. And now it's like, well, that's because they had everything was important.
Yeah.
Like, look at this, Rob Van Dam with the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, when they were just showing, and I liked how they showed a quick little highlight of the following week. It was like, or the previous week, it was no more than like 45 seconds,
Because that's one thing I know with Raw. They open up with previously on Raw. And it's just like, oh, God, now we got 3 minutes of repeats right off the bat. You know me and repeats.
Oh, yeah, but I agree with you.
It's not like previously on Business Housewives or whatever that show was,
I know
right?
what you mean. There's Heyman and Lesnar. This is when Lesnar just came up within like a few months.
Is it?
Yeah, he wasn't up very long.
He looks like a little kid. A little kid, I guess you call it.
A ginormous little kid.
Yeah.
Because that is one frightening man. I don't normally get scared by a lot of things, but he would do it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you got to fight Brock Lesnar. You can have 2 bats and a gun with 1 bullet. You still want to do it?
It's crazy. I just looked it up, Lance. He debuted on Raw in March.
Guys, this March, April, May, June, so 4 months or whatever. So yeah, so he's still a rookie here, obviously.
And he gets the title at SummerSlam, because remember we did a previous one of that.
Oh,
Matt Hardy looking normal, wearing a Taz shirt.
Jeff Hardy looking still a freak, though.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, I don't mind Jeff Hardy at all. It's because his character is him, and how
he is in real life.
Yeah, and if that's your character, how easy is that? I'm not playing a dentist or a doctor
or whatever. I gotta tell you, I wasn't like super into the whole like Broken Matt and like Brother Nero thing. But I gotta tell you, it's grown on me.
Yeah, well, like I said, I haven't watched TNA, and this is how long. Well, I've watched it on like here and there, but I haven't watched it faithfully since the Aces and Eights. So
yeah, no, it's just funny because I like saw a different like clip of Matt Hardy like signing autographs at like some arena, and he was all in character. It was just hysterical.
Okay, I see that on the internet. Maybe I'll check it out. Hey, I don't mind Matt Hardy. I've always liked Matt Hardy, too. He kind of reminded me of a young Bret Hart.
It's hilarious what he calls Vince. He calls him Vince, how the hell does he say it? McMahon.
Hey, good for him.
Oh, yeah, dude. I said I don't think they're going to come back if, if it's true that TNA's done. And I've had people say, well, why do you say that? I'm like, because they can make more money on the independent scene and work fewer dates.
And do what they want.
Exactly.
You think Vince is going to let him be Broken Matt Hardy?
Even if he did, have him probably job out.
Well, they'd come back as the Hardy Boys. The new Hardy Boys and have... Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
Vince.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't trust him. See, like, this is the stuff to me that, like, ruins, like, a Raw or a SmackDown. It's like, you don't need all this crap. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't mind it a little bit, but be quick and get to the point. And I don't mind backstage things, but...
Yeah, as long as it's not, like we always say, Lance, 20-minute promo to start the show.
Yeah. Because you got to have promos.
Hey, well, they proved you wrong this past week. They had a match.
Yeah, and it went for 30 minutes and then made no sense in the end.
Yeah.
I guess I did watch that part of Raw.
like I said yesterday to Rygal, Reigns and Rusev are working really well together.
I've always like Rygo said, I've always liked Reigns too. It's just the way he was forced upon us.
That, and like I said, dude, if you put him with the right person, he can have really good matches.
Exactly, and Rollins was pushed upon us too, forced upon us, but he kind of earned it more, by.
But the dude's like amazing in the ring.
And his mic skills. It was crazy when we were talking about the Shield and when they break up, and he's going to be the odd man out.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, and he turned out to be the golden, the best of all.
Oh, there you go, Lance. Canada's own Trish Stratus.
Hey, Don. Women's champion.
What's amazing to me, Lance, is I think she's gotten even prettier since she left.
Lingerie match.
Really?
That's what Jerry said, freaking out.
Wow. Because she has, like, her own, like, company that she, like, runs now online.
And good for her.
Hey, look at Lawler. His eyes are about to pop out of his head.
Yeah, he sure plays dirty old man well. Oh, that's because he is.
Yeah, because he sure does love his younger women that get him in trouble.
Well, whatever. As long as they're over 18, I don't care, right? Whatever.
No, I just mean
do what you want.
Like every time he gets with a younger woman, something horrible happens.
Xbox. I bought the Xbox when it came out. It was $600 Canadian.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, that was with 2 games and a extra controller.
Here's another one from back in the day.
Miles.
It's like, wait a minute, Terry actually wrestled?
Hey, once in a while, I think she's going to get beat up.
She's actually aged well, too. Because I think she still, like, sporadically does, like, signings and stuff.
Hey, why not?
Well, her kid, Dustin's daughter.
Yeah.
Him and her have their own, like, YouTube show.
Well, I'm kind of on a lost you there looking at that.
I understand. Oh, that was awful.
You definitely don't see this on Raw, would you?
No, not now.
I remember watching remember when Sable took off her robe that time and she had the handprint paint?
Yeah.
And I remember watching that with my granddad, and holy crap, he almost had a heart attack.
I bet.
I had to warn him, though.
You won't be seeing this on television anytime soon.
No, not on the channels they're on, that's for sure. Like you were saying yesterday, I didn't realize the channel that they're on there can't do as much.
Yeah.
Oh, go to the top. There's a wardrobe.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I think you're about 3 seconds.
Terry hardly ever wrestled. I gotta give Trish Stratus the credit, though, because when she came in, she was terrible, and she really worked at it to get better.
True, very true. She just came in because obviously she was pretty. We'll give you a chance.
Yeah, so I always had respect for her because very few women did that at this time.
Okay, tell me when Trish gets attacked by somebody. Because I had to go ahead. I was about 5 seconds behind you.
Okay.
So.
You just got excited there, Lance.
Yeah. Oh, my internet's screwing up a little bit.
I know, today. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. But,
what in the
I'm
world?
a little excited. I had to get to the end.
I'm just watching this weird, like, spot here, and I'm like, what in the world?
I don't know if Anthony's listening, or if he listens later that chose this. He said this was the first show we ever went to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
I wondered why. Oh.
Yes, because it's just kind of out of the blue, you know.
Well, that's a weird ending. Like a bulldog out of nowhere.
Okay, let me know when Molly Holly punched her.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler.
Spoiler alert, 2002.
And here comes Molly as the right to censor. Or she looks like it, at least. Ooh, she gets clobbered with the belt. There's another... Oh, wow, and Trish undresses herself.
Oh, man, of course, I'm way behind again. Jesus Christ, my damn internet.
Wow. Yeah, she took off her lingerie to reveal just her underwear.
Oh, they tricked us. Oh, man. I got Molly. She's just picking up the underwear.
And he's like, ew.
Okay, good. We're pretty close then.
I actually liked Molly Holly.
Yeah. Well, she wouldn't have been right to censor, remember? Because we'd seen...
Oh, no, it was Ivory. That was right to censor. The way she was dressed, it looked like...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Ivory was the right to censor.
That's a weird tag team. Bubba and RVD against Brock and Eddie Guerrero.
Well, I can see the two ECW guys, but Eddie and Brock...
Yeah.
Oh, Arn Anderson. Oh, knocking over stuff. Jeez, he's mad. He lost his... He's out of beer?
Yes. Stone Cold, I think, beat him up earlier.
See, they're making a movie about him, eh?
Yes.
I'll check it out.
I don't want to see it. To be frank with you, I hope they don't even do it. Just let it be. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, they will. It's like Jean Bonnet movies or...
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to pay to watch it.
Oh, hell no. Did Dino send you the photo of him meeting Melina?
Melina? What, lately?
From WWE, used to be in WWE?
What, he sent that, like, today?
Yeah, he sent me not of him, of somebody else meeting Melina. And I guess he, like, met her for, I think it was like 15 pounds, I think he said.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool. This is when Heyman was hiding his bald spot.
Yeah. And obviously that's a fake ponytail. Do you remember the hats they used to sell like that?
Yes.
Jesus. My buddy used to wear his hair like that all the time. And everyone would bug him, oh, you got one of those fake hats? And he'd freak out and he'd pull off, no, it's my real hair. And then people started doing it to him because they know they'd bug him.
That's funny.
Oh, nice hat. Nice pull, nice. It's like, dude, that's the third time he's done that to you.
That's funny.
You think Bubba Ray come back? I hope so.
Well, Devon's working for WWE now, behind the scenes.
Okay. Well, that's good for him.
He's, what do they call it? Like a producer or an agent or whatever you want to call it.
He's a lot smarter than people think.
He really is.
Yeah.
Plus, Bubba has always been the difficult one.
And everybody always, he's the one out in front, and everybody always... Devon's, not really, but you know what I mean, the Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
Eddie.
they would have probably had a lot more things, like... But I've always heard that Bubba is very, very difficult to work with.
Well, I think he's open and honest and talks when he should be thinking,
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know people like that. They'll get all hot-headed and they say stuff, and as soon as it comes out their mouth, they're like, oops.
I know what you mean. This was when they had just split them up.
The Dudleys.
When Devon
Brother.
became Reverend Devon.
I liked that, actually.
I really did, too.
And Batista, probably the only times I ever liked Batista.
Yeah, Deacon Batista.
It's like, who the heck is this monster? I like how he went through the crowd and he's bumming money off everybody.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's like, a typical preacher. I can save your soul for $100.
This is when RVD was really good, man.
He's still pretty good. Of course, he's, the way he works in the ring's got a wear and tear on your body huge.
I just read an interview. He said he hasn't heard from WWE since he left.
Well, I think they're kind of... Well, if you only want to come in once in a while, you ain't no Brock Lesnar, You're not The Rock. So...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's hard to build a future of your plan if someone's only going to be there 8 months, right?
That's true. It's just like when you look at Lesnar here, it's like crazy the difference. You know what I mean?
Big time. Like, he's a big dude here. But he's not like he is now. He's a monster. Because what's he here? 22 maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, he's really young.
Especially for big guys, they're really not fully grown till they're like 30s.
Dear God, look what he just did to Bubba. He just threw him around like he was nothing.
Yeah.
He was 25 here, Lance.
Okay, 25, so guess he should be pretty much full grown, but he can always grow bigger.
What did Roddy Piper say? I learned from Hogan to take my vitamins. Because that's why Lesnar's as huge as he is today. Because whether people want to admit it or not, you saw the difference in how he looked at SummerSlam.
Maybe he was doing DDP yoga.
Yeah. That's a good one. He just looks vicious here. Like, you know what I mean?
They say, JR just said he's 6'4", 300 pounds. But, you know how they always exaggerate.
Yeah. like they say that Big Cass is 7 foot tall. Because he's legitimately like 6'9".
That's wrestling though, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember this time because at one point they had like Bubba and Trish Stratus like teaming together or something. Ooh. Kick Lesnar right in the mouth.
Bubba looks odd just with what he's wearing.
I know what you mean.
Guess he had to, going out on your own, you got to try something different. Can't just wear your look like the Shield guy. That's exactly. Another thing that really I think hurt Roman was that everybody got new outfits but him.
Yeah, and he did the same thing. He came through the crowd just like him. But what are you going to do, Yeah,
you got to do what the boss tells you to do, right? Otherwise, you quit, move on, or stand your ground and hope you don't get fired.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing though the difference between Eddie Guerrero here and like him 3 or 4 years later?
In what way?
Like how
Just
jacked up he got.
okay, yeah.
Because you can see how like much thinner he is. At least muscle mass wise.
You know, I should, steroids. Like Vince has always said, this isn't a real sport. It's not like Sammy Sosa or
Yeah.
Brett, doing that. It's more like a theater thing. You should be able to look what you want, but I guess it was more for health. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Look at him doing the Dusty Rhodes, flip, flop, fly.
My thing with steroids or whatever kind of drugs, if you're only hurting yourself, what's the deal? What's the bother?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, Suplex City from Bubba Ray.
I know, he jumped right on his head. Oh, he's going to get the tables.
Yeah. I like that story, how about the table thing, how it got invented.
Yeah.
Devon, get the table.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, because he thought Devon would forget. He's always like, Devon, get the table. And then it became and he'd be like, I know! I know what to do!
That's funny.
And then it just became their
just
thing.
turned into a thing.
Yeah. Oh, Heyman's hat almost fell off.
With his hair on it.
Yeah, he's making sure he's got that on his head.
Yeah, this was when he didn't want people to know.
Well, no bald guy wants to
Well,
admit
now
that-
he doesn't care.
Can't blame him.
I've been reading like reports that they're considering having him do like some more creative stuff.
Oh, Heyman.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely can't hurt. Like, come on, that's a no-brainer.
I know. He's one of the most creative minds in wrestling. Well, Jesus God. Like, Bubba hits Lesnar like once, and then he's like, yeah, fuck you. You know what I mean? He gets like 15 shots in. Oh, Bubba Bomb.
That's been a good match.
That was his finisher when he was a singles guy.
His Bubba Bomb, yeah. Drop you on your ass. That hurt though, man.
You would have to think.
On your tailbone?
Yeah. Here we go, Bubba, I think, getting ready to make the hot tag.
Gotta be.
Does. This hasn't been too bad of a tag match.
No, it's great. Like you said, a weird combination, but
it's worked.
Yeah. I don't know if these guys were in feuds at the time, or
maybe that's why. Oh.
Did Rob Van Dam take out his teeth like he normally does with that kick he does?
Oh my God, yeah, dude. He's I've heard a lot of guys say he was split-legged. That he
very
was really,
sloppy, yeah.
Unsafe with those kicks. Oh, Rolling Thunder.
And last thing place I want to be kicked is in my teeth.
Yeah.
Well, maybe my nuts, but I think
especially if you like knock a couple out, because then you gotta go to the dentist.
Well, teeth just don't grow back.
That too.
My nuts are gonna heal.
Oh.
We got a big smosh going here.
Stiff bump. There goes Lesnar with Suplex City to Bubba. He missed. RVD missed. Ooh, good lord. Did you see him like hit the back of his neck on that buckle?
Well, neck just screwed up again. Let me know when Brock does the F5.
Okay.
Jesus. Those glitches.
Clothesline there by Lesnar. Oh, and he gets his kicked in the face. Heyman pushes off RVD off the top rope here. And Lesnar does an F5.
Oh, guess what happened? My thing just glitched again.
And then Bubba, like, spears Lesnar and starts, like, getting in a fist fight with him. Up frog splash to RVD.
I seen that part.
And they win it. Guerrero and Lesnar win it.
Yeah, I got my head. I'm going to find that spot right at the end here. You let me know when it is. So I can hit pause and I get back on track.
That was a good match.
Yeah, it was. Okay, let me know when the match ends and they start interviewing Regal.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as they start to interview Regal. The coach. Oh, spoilers, 2002.
That guy that works for ESPN. Alright, Regal's getting interviewed.
Okay, there we go.
With his like smug disdain look. I always loved watching Regal.
He always was one of my favorites. As soon as I seen him on
WCW,
because I always liked the arrogant British guy, you know.
Yeah, man, his neck's really screwed up now.
Well, yeah, I guess he's doing a lot of chain wrestling. I love his shoot interviews too. He's very open.
Yes.
You know.
I think it's cool though that he's giving back, where he's like, you know, scouts talent and helps as a like trainer and stuff.
Well, that's because same thing happened to him, right? Some trainer in England seen him, and he said basically the only reason he got picked is because his size. He was a 6'3", and 6'3" in England, you're a giant.
Yes.
He says, I was a horrible wrestler. Horrible.
He was really good in his run in WCW. When he was with the Blue Blood other guy like Dave Taylor.
Dave Taylor, yeah.
That's funny, Regal's face when Booker does a little yeah.
Yeah. Sure does the facial expressions good.
Yeah, here we go. Stone Cold and Ric Flair in the main event tonight. That should be fun.
Who's the champ?
Dallas.
Who's the champ during this era? Stone Cold? No.
Rocky.
Okay.
I had to think for a minute.
Yeah, I have no clue. I watched this obviously back in the day because I watched Raw faithfully back this era.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm going to watch a Raw tonight.
Yeah, I miss JR, man.
He's doing good, so I don't think he'd fit in nowadays, though.
He does New Japan now.
Yeah, I've listened to a couple of those.
They're going to show the Tough Enough 2 winners. I remember this.
I liked the first Tough Enough.
Yeah.
I don't think Maven should have won. I thought Johnny Joe should have won, but...
Yeah.
Oh, was that big African-American girl? Yeah.
She never made it.
Well, she came... Didn't she just have a stint where she was... Okay, no, I'm thinking of somebody else. She was like a dominatrix with a whip?
Yes.
Was that her, this girl here? Okay.
With a weird name.
Yeah. Who's the other African? Is it Kenny King?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I'm actually almost positive.
Kenny. Well, his name's Kenny, and that looks like Kenny King. Jackie.
Yeah, you know who Jackie is, right?
Oh yeah. Well, she was on for a while.
Yeah, that's Charlie Haas's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two girls, one. I remember this now. Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty good. I always thought she was underappreciated a little bit. Yeah, that was Kenny King from Tough Enough.
Well, it had to be, yeah.
I just looked it up for the hell of it. That's who it was. That's interesting.
You think see how Booker T hair is now? You think he's had a haircut since now?
No.
I can't even remember the last time I got a haircut. Got to be 10 years.
It's funny to me that he has the NWO music, but then you saw like the flames shooting up. Like, I'm like, I don't remember that big part of the NWO.
Yeah, I think all the NWO guys back here had their own. Giant had his extra bit to it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
King of the Ring qualifier. It's Regal against Booker. This should be interesting. When he was the European champion. That was a title that didn't really mean much.
Oh, like why? That's why I think some people think more titles are better. I think less makes them more important. Now we got what?
When you think about it, when we grew up watching wrestling, there was only 3 titles. 4 if you count the women's title.
In the WWF?
Yeah.
I guess the World Champion, Intercontinental, Tag, and the Women's, yeah.
And I thought it was fine that way.
Yeah. WCW, NWA, they had the World, they had the USA, and they had the Tags and the TV Championship. Which I like the TV Championship because that would be your tag match. That would be your championship match every week. Would be the TV Championship. That. TV time left was always the thing. You know, whatever time we have left.
Yeah, they always ended in either draws or, something weird would happen.
God, those are some ugly shorts that Regal's wearing there. God.
Wow, that was a nice maneuver by Regal.
I like chain wrestling.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they be chanting, this is boring. Well,
I know, and isn't that sad? Because, even Angle and other guys used to have really great chain wrestling matches.
The flips, the locks, the hold, the get out of it, go back.
Oh, yeah. Booker misses. Ooh, and then clubs him with a forearm in the face.
That good old Stampede wrestling, that was a lot of chain wrestling back in the day. It was like, that's where I seen it first. You never see that in the WWF. It was smash, crash, suplex, slam.
It's funny you talk about Stampede. I heard Bret Hart isn't doing his podcast anymore.
No.
Ooh, what a kick to the head.
I haven't listened. There's so many out there now. Jeez.
I know. It wears it thin.
Yeah.
I honestly don't really listen to hardly any of them anymore.
Well, it depends on who it is, their guest.
That too.
Yeah.
Like Flair's just doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean?
I like Ric Flair's podcast because I've always been a Ric Flair fan, but bugs me is when
he'll overtalk his guest.
Yeah, it's like the reason you have a guest is to get their story, not your story. We already know your story, Brett.
Exactly.
Brett.
Brett. Ooh, yeah. Scissors kick. I always like that move.
Yeah, around the back of the guy's neck.
Oh, and he missed. It was funny watching Regal. He was like trying to move like he was being like snotty, but like quickly at the same time.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Get out of here.
Oh, and Booker waffles him with the belt.
Wow,
And gets the
not.
3. Holy shit.
The ref missed it. Well, here's the NWO, right?
Yeah.
Bad guys. And is that Nick Patrick?
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Hey, he always had an in with the NWO.
Yeah. That's funny when he used to have them. He'd wear a mask. and
we all knew it was him.
Yeah. When they did those the closed set interviews, whatever, they'd be in the ring, nobody in the round.
Yeah.
It's gonna do a spin-a-rooney.
I think so. Yep, there we go.
I really enjoyed him on JBL's show.
Yeah.
That was really good. I never knew about his. I knew he went to jail, but I didn't know the story why. And how he got out. And how he got his life together.
Yeah, it was a cool story.
Yeah, it's very inspirational.
I didn't really like the whole on Nash one because it was like stuff we already knew.
They were just asking him softball questions and.
Oh, now there's Dreamer. You heard the whole story that that Vince wanted Dreamer back for the brand split, right?
No.
He wanted Dreamer back to wrestle and like put guys over, but he would have had to have given up his promotion, House of Hardcore, and he's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, why would I do that? Okay, I'll do it for $10 million.
Yeah, oh, there's Test. He beat Triple H, apparently. Yeah, and then Taker beats the snot out of Triple H.
That damn Undertaker. Now, see, here's a replay, I guess I would call it, right?
Yeah.
But it's short, it's sweet, and it adds to this, we need... And I don't know if they've showed this every Raw. Probably not.
Yeah, but it's, what, 60 seconds? 90 seconds at the most?
You need to remind everybody what's going on. But not every 10 minutes.
Whoa. Dreamer must be under the weather, and that's not fun to look at.
Yeah.
Or at least they're playing it off like Dreamer's under the weather.
Have you ever puked like that? Come on, that's not... That was a horrible puke. Jeez.
That's right, I forgot. Taker's the champion at this time.
Was he? Okay. Yeah,
I remember The Rock must have won it off of him at like the next pay-per-view or something.
Yeah, you're a few seconds ahead of me again. I'm not screwing around with every time I get time it stops. So
I remember now because Undertaker, Angle, and The Rock had a fantastic triple threat match in this era. It was like one of my favorite triple threat matches of all time.
I'm not a triple threat guy.
I am normally not either, but it was really good.
It's hard to make them good because there's always the point where the two guys are fighting and the guy's hurt outside the ring. And then he comes back and the other guy's outside the ring. It's like, you never hurt before like that. The badass biker Taker.
And he just walked to the ring.
Yeah, was this before or after the bike? I have no clue. Obviously.
Oh, Hogan stole his bike.
Oh, did he?
I remember that. It was like right before their match. They had that when Hulk was still champ.
I remember that too, because Hogan's a bike guy too, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's in the bucket?
We don't want to know.
It's oatmeal.
Probably.
Or pea soup. That looks like pea soup.
What does he think? He's one of the Godwins?
Yeah, look how much he puked. That bucket's almost half full.
Yeah, I wouldn't get in the ring. Especially with a guy like Taker.
Yeah, that's pea soup.
Yeah.
See the carrot. Hey, well, I guess he had pea soup for lunch. Yeah, Jerry just said, I seen some ham in there.
Jesus Christ. That's Lawler for you.
I liked how Lawler back.
Ew, that's just gross. Oh, man. I just lost my appetite.
I know, I want some pea soup now. Yeah, this is when he was eating cakes and stuff. Yeah.
Now I remember.
Yeah, he's eating hair out of people's brushes, and he stole the APA's tobacco spit jug and drank
that's just weird. Oh, he gets caught and gets power slammed on the outside.
But hey, if it works for you. Yeah, it was a good slam. Boom. Oh, slammed the puke right out of him.
He really did. And he just pissed Taker off.
Yeah. Oh, the odor is disgusting, JR said. Of course, they got to pump up how stinky it is.
Pretty much.
Oh, there's a guy in the Dallas Cowboys shirt, number 8. Who the hell was number 8 back then?
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan Leaf?
Oh, that's it. How many Super Bowls did he get us? 3, I think. 4. 3.
3.
Yeah, 3.
That's funny. Poor Dreamer. I'm just like, Jesus, this is what they've relegated you to?
Well, Dreamer was always the guy, though, that would get beat up and then win in the end, though, right? Yeah. But he ain't win in the end here, although, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't see him beating The Undertaker.
Especially with him being world champion.
Yeah, because I don't remember Dreamer Undertaker championship match, because that's how it was. You ever beat the champ by accident, you got a shot.
I remember when Jeff Hardy had that little feud with Taker, remember?
Yeah, that was good. It was good because it was so unexpected, which I like about wrestling. Not the same, it's going to happen every time.
Yeah, and like Hardy actually almost won.
Yeah.
And basically earned Taker's respect. Oh, Dragon Sleeper. Good night, Tommy. That thing is no joke. I've been put in that, and that is not fun.
No, that doesn't look nice at all.
I had a guy when I was in high school, like we were all, like you said, would put like wrestling moves on each other. And he goes, hey, do you want to get put into Taz Mission and like see how long you can last? So me being the dope that I was, I said, oh, okay. And I lasted like 5 seconds.
Hey, that's 0.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm taking the puke.
Yeah.
Don't bring that over here. Don't bring that over here.
Don't bring it here. Yeah, don't do that to poor Lillian. You can do it to Jerry Lawler, though. That's okay. Right on Dreamer's face.
With this, Dreamer just put it in his mouth.
There's Jeff Hardy.
He put all the puke in his mouth. He rubbed it around his face. He sniffed it. He ate it. You think this really bugs him? It's like, yummy. I got more.
Yeah. And now Jeff Hardy kicks The Undertaker into the slot.
Speak of the devil, eh?
Yeah. He just like turns. He to me, when I see him turn around, he's looking at him like, "You motherfucker."
You're dead. You're dead. I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
Oh, this smell is killing me, says JR.
Yeah, and fucking Jerry Lawler.
They must hate pea soup.
Apparently. Hyping it up like they always do.
Well, that's wrestling, though, isn't it? Everything's exaggerated to the max.
Oh, God, yeah. This actually hasn't been had Raw.
No.
Baker comes in looking for Matt, for Jeff. And he kicks Matt in the face anyway.
Close enough.
Yeah, oh my God. Shows you how flimsy those walls are, Lance.
Oh, those little fold-up walls they put in offices.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, throw them in those posty things or whatever those are. Yeah.
That didn't look fun.
You know, I think if I got puked on and rubbed around in puke, the first place I'd go is to the shower.
Yeah, not trying to go find somebody.
Well, I guess you're pissed off. You'd be trying to get them. Here's the NWO coming out. Who's we got? Who's the NWO this week?
Nash. I know, they changed as many times as you changed your clothes.
At least, like I was saying, at least this era, there were stars. They weren't.
Hey, you want to join?
Yeah, we need 30 people. We only got 28. We need 30. We need a tag team. Well, I don't know if they got up to 30. Obviously, they didn't, but
it was like a bunch of nobodies.
I think, remember that one night show they had to bring demos because they had so many guys.
Yeah, well, remember, like, at one point they had, like, Hogan's cousin, or nephew Horace in there.
Yeah.
I mean, there were so many fucking bad guys. I agree with you, dude. Like, even Eddie Guerrero said, he was like, our show was like the same exact thing every week with the NWO. You didn't know what month it was. Which is pretty fucking valid.
Yeah, well, it definitely worked for a long time, but how long can you keep doing the exact same thing?
Well, me and you talked about this on a previous show that it was fucking done when they did the red and black.
Yeah.
Ooh, HBK is the newest member of the NWO. That's different.
Yeah, he became the leader, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's when Nash tore his quad. And
it wasn't too long after this.
Yeah, and then Big Show had to do all the moves that Nash was supposed to do. Well, it's funny because Shawn Michaels had the mic at the time, and he's talking away. And there's Nash over in the corner holding his leg. Oh! They didn't have the doctors run in like they would now. He had to sit there and suffer.
Yeah.
So I remember watching that live, and I'm like, oh, God, what are they going to do now? You could see it in their eyes, too. They were, like, looking at each other. What the hell do we do? What the hell do we do? And that's when Shawn pointed to show, well, you got to do what Nash is supposed to do. Do the 2 power bombs.
Yeah, it's like you got to call an audible.
Yeah. And that was the end of the NWO.
Yeah, because I remember they had for a while, like, HBK would try to, like, pump up Booker T and shit like that, and I was like, wow, this is, like, kind of pathetic.
Well, I didn't mind this Shawn Michaels coming in because, remember back in the real NWO day, they were trying to get Shawn to come over, right?
Yeah.
To defect.
But he said he would never leave because Vince would tell him you would be miserable there. Because they would stifle him creatively, like when he would wrestle, and it would just, kill him inside.
I think Vince was wrong. He could have made a lot of money and run rampant and do what he wanted, like everybody else did, I guess. But
yeah.
Eventually, well, who knows? It's like Dino said. He said this before. What would have happened if Shawn Michaels went and joined the NWO back then? There would have been no DX. WCW probably would have won the war.
Yeah. Well, and then if you've ever heard Hall and Nash talk, they were really close to getting Taker to come. And
that would definitely be the nail of the coffin.
I think it was like around 99.
Yeah, well.
And I think that's when it was, because they said he wasn't happy with the direction of his character.
And it's hard to turn down huge chunks of cash.
Like, they really had him close by the way they were talking, but you could take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Well, Taker, no. And there's a guy you probably will never do a shoot interview.
No. I sincerely doubt it. Because he really believes in keeping kayfabe alive.
Yeah, loyalty, and it's my business, not yours. And I'm sure he's not hurting for cash.
Oh, hell no.
He could go to Vince and say, hey, Vince, they offered me $1 million to do a shoot. And Vince say, okay, well, here's $1.5 million to not do it, type thing, maybe,
Yeah. This is when Stone Cold still had Deborah as his wife there.
Yeah. And she's real now, real time, married to Brock?
No, that's Sable.
Sable, okay.
She's like, she goes on the, media tours about how awful wrestling is, and...
Okay, well...
like how Stone Cold beat her and stuff like that.
Well, he plead guilty in court, something about that, so...
Well, he has a history with that, I will say. But
that's
with
obviously not cool,
with all
but...
due respect to Steve Austin, he is, like, super sensitive on Twitter.
So he barred you, or whatever?
No, like, if you, like, say something even close to being, like, negative towards him, he'll block you.
That's his Twitter. You can do whatever the hell he wants.
Oh, I know. It just makes me laugh. Because he played, like, this, like, big badass for all those years. Look at Flair still with the fancy robe. I'm surprised Vince didn't tell Flair to come back and wrestle again.
Maybe he has. We're waiting for it. WrestleMania.
No, you know what I mean? Because even though he quote-unquote retired, you know that doesn't mean anything.
No. The only guy that's actually retired and never had a match is actually HBK.
Yes.
I think Terry Funk might have retired a few times.
I think he just retired for like the third or fourth time.
Terry Funk?
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be his 30th time. I remember him retiring in '86.
Well, he just retired at the last House of Hardcore show.
Well, I hope it's for real this time. He's done enough. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah. Talk about a tough guy. Holy
yeah,
crap.
He's always was one of my favorites. I always liked the badass Texan guy. And the best part I remember back in the day when we used to have the jobber matches on WWF Saturday afternoon show or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
and he was wrestling some unknown guy, and that's when he would come out and do the branding. He would take his branding iron, and the guy was out cold in the ring, and he would brand him. No, obviously he wasn't branding him. It was just ink on the...
Yeah.
Well, the jobber rolled out of the ring. He wasn't supposed to. He went to go brand him, and the guy's gone. He looks and he finds the guy, and seriously, he took that branding iron and put it right between that guy's eyes and knocked him out cold.
Holy shit.
Beat him up, threw him in the ring. Picked him up and threw him in the ring, and yeah. It's got to be on YouTube somewhere.
Wow.
That poor job.
They're going to let Austin and him go for about a good 10 or 12 minutes here.
Well...
maybe because I'm not used to them allowing a lot of time for matches anymore.
Yeah, here you go. Here's your 3 minutes. They get longer intros than they do with matches.
Yeah.
But Raw's been so good, and then so bad, and then so good, and then so bad.
There's no middle ground.
Yeah, it's like, consistency at least.
The thing is, you're seeing Austin chain wrestle here with Flair. He was such a good mat wrestler before his injury from Owen. And he was never the same.
Stunning Steve.
Dude was such a great technical wrestler.
I think the... knees problems too. He's wearing knee braces now.
Yeah, that too.
That definitely don't help.
He's telling Flair he's number one, Lance.
Yeah. Did they blur it? Oh no. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I'm a little ahead of her behind you again. But that's fine.
No, they didn't blur it. Because the reason being now is they have controls on the network.
Okay, that's good.
Look at Austin here with the little nice drop toe hold into a sitting leg crab.
Yeah, they're doing some actual wrestling.
Who would have thought to actually wrestle on a wrestling show?
That's what I like about Stone Cold's podcast. He always says, wrestling. Well, you guys call it sports entertainment. I still call it wrestling. And
that's cool.
And especially when he was like, what was it when the Triple H and Stone Cold and I think the Taker was on it or something? I can't remember. And he asked everybody, would you call it professional wrestling or sports entertainment? And when they came to Triple H in his suit,
sports entertainment.
Well, what's he supposed to say?
Yeah, man, Austin's chopping the hell out of Flair. Ooh. Big back body drop.
Yeah. There's no faking the chop, is there?
No. Oh, Flair with his dirty tricks, thumbing him in the eye.
Flair's cheating, no way.
Who'd have thought?
I love that beg off. No, and then thumb to the eye or grunt shot or something.
Oh, Luthez press. But he can't hit him in the face, apparently, so he'll just choke him. Whoop.
Can't hit him in the face.
Yeah. Because, the referee keeps saying he can't hit him in the face.
Oh, I think there was something stipulation of this match. It had to be a wrestling match.
Well, that's cool.
I can't remember.
Ooh, and he hit him with a half a forearm, half a clothesline. Wasn't a punch.
Yeah, JR just said he knows he can't punch him. No punches allowed. What kind of stupid stipulation is that?
Oh, stunner.
I guess it's because
they're cheating. He's got him pinned to 10.
Cheater.
As Austin yells at you-know-who.
Charles Robinson.
Yes. Little Nate. Oh, and then Eddie goes below the belt.
Okay, I see him. Here he comes.
Ooh,
Oh.
frog splash. And he leaves through the crowd.
And he definitely one of the best frog splashes ever.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, RVD's, I think, is the best.
He sells it really well.
Yeah, when he does that bouncing up in the air.
And
One of the worst ever is Chavo's. Oh, my God. Chavo. He always say, well, it's celebration of Eddie. No, you look like a moron. Don't do it. Do the old fall on him.
Hey, well, that's cool. We don't have to sit through all the commercials. We come right back.
Yeah, it's always good.
That's the wave of the future, Lance. Like certain online stuff like Hulu, you can watch TV like without commercials, but you have to pay like a couple extra bucks.
Yeah, but you can't watch it live.
No.
You know, it's not going to speed up or nothing, but I pay enough for my freaking cable.
You ain't kidding. Austin blocks him to the post twice and starts pulling a Ric Flair by chopping him to death.
Yeah, he's not allowed to punch.
Ooh, thumbs him in the eye.
Thumbs to the eyes are fine, but punches are not.
Oh, he takes the backdrop outside. That had to hurt.
Oh, I just checked. 7-7 Michigan.
Yeah, that looks like a good game.
Yeah. 7-7. Go Michigan.
Yeah. I watched the Washington-Stanford game last night. Man, Washington murdered them.
Washington or Washington Huskies?
Yes.
Yeah.
They beat Stanford badly.
Wow, Stanford's usually good, too.
Yeah. Ooh, nice suplex by Stone Cold.
Well, like you said earlier, he was always a good technical wrestler.
It's just you really didn't see it that much
No.
once he became the guy.
Well, he didn't need it.
That's
and bad
true.
guys usually don't do suplexes, right? They do punches, they do kicks, they do chokes. Well, guess not anymore.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to punch him, and he gets punched in the face when the ref wasn't looking.
I don't know if that's I guess that is a chop. It's making noise.
Yeah. And he's like, "Did you do it?" No.
You hit him with knuckle dusters, too. I think he's hiding them in his chunks.
Yeah, there you go, knuckle dusters. I remember that.
No, maybe not. No.
Now Flair's going after his knee.
Oh, the one time I want to watch a replay, they don't show the whole damn thing.
I know, go figure, right?
Yeah.
As Flair used to do back in the day. Now! Remember when he would always do that?
Yeah.
It might help if you kick the right knee, Rick. That always annoys me when wrestlers will do that.
Yeah, going after the one leg forever, and then all of a sudden they change.
Yeah. That drives me nuts.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get both.
And Flair almost forgot. Oh, I can't punch you.
Chop fest, isn't it?
Especially if you can't throw any punches.
Kind of a really stupid stipulation. I don't know. But I guess it's in a different match.
I've seen it done a lot locally.
Oh, yeah?
They do that.
Maybe to hamper the guy that's a brawler? I don't know. You can't punch to... Oh, now he's going
Got
for
him in the figure four. He's cheating. Using the ropes.
The referee can't see it, of course.
For those that don't remember, after Austin left and came back, he only wrestled one more time, and then he retired.
From this?
He wrestled after this match. He wrestled one more time against The Rock at WrestleMania the following year, and that was it.
Holy.
I know. I didn't realize that till I remembered. I was like, holy cow.
Oh, weren't you saying something earlier about Joey that this is when
he left he basically left the company the following week. Stone Cold.
The Brock Lesnar thing.
Yeah. It would have been on the following Raw after the Raw.
Right, because it was a King of the Ring qualifying match, right? That he didn't want to lose to.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're doing the King of the Ring, right? We had a few matches tonight.
Correct.
Wow, crazy. So this Raw's picking up, got even more good stuff about it.
Yeah.
History and stuff.
Rick always gets caught.
Oh, guys, this never worked. But I guess this isn't a Stone Cold move. This is a Ric Flair move.
Yeah. Well, now Stone Cold's just going to boot him to death since he can actually do that.
Yeah, punches aren't allowed, but you can kick.
And this is when WWF at the time was on TNN.
Yeah, I seen that earlier, the TNN sign there in the back.
It's weird.
The Nashville Network.
Yeah, it's weird when you think about it.
Which became Spike, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it was the Man's Network or something.
Yes.
Then Spike. Oh, well, there it is. Flair's the face plant.
Small package. Nope. Look at Stone Cold going for the backslide.
Let's learn that from Brett.
Yeah. Oh, 2.5. You just saw Flair whisper something to him. I don't know if you noticed it where he's...
Yeah, time to get it up.
Yeah.
Time to get to the end. Yeah. Probably the referee told Flair to tell him.
Yeah.
Get it over with. You guys are running out of time. Oh, yeah, they got a minute left.
Stone Cold crawling like a little kid. And he gets him. It was just funny to see him crawl the way he did.
Yeah, not the best stunner, but he didn't want to hurt Flair.
Yeah. Plus, Flair didn't take it the greatest, so what are you going to do?
Yeah. That's actually pretty good Raw. You know, that's how you do a good Raw.
Yeah, considering that it was 2 hours, too.
Yeah. Enough. It's enough. 3 hours is a lot.
Well, he's still beating the crap out of Flair after the match. And another stunner.
Well, now he's allowed to punt, I think. Oh, that body chop.
As he asked for his beer.
Oh, he's drinking beer. Jesus. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should have one.
That's funny because they did it at WrestleMania, remember? Him and Foley and Shawn Michaels.
Professional beer catcher. It's funny the few times he drops, but not very often. Oh, Budweiser's.
Yeah, he really doesn't drop them very often. You should use that on his resume, professional beer catcher.
Yeah. That was okay. That was good.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Thanks to Anthony Remy for recommending that. Now, if there's any show that's on the WWE Network you want us to watch, just leave a comment below and we will watch it, depending on how long it is.
Yeah, we'd like to be at least 10 years old, too.
Yeah, that too. Like, basically from 2000, what?
Whatever. If it's something really good in the last, as long as it's not like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, Because
I
I
would
know
say
eventually.
anything like 2004 and back.
Yeah, because eventually we're gonna do Rygal's one, the one he was at, and that was.
At WrestleMania. Maybe we'll do it when he's laid up recovering.
Yeah. So.
Because he goes on Monday for his surgery.
Okay, well, finally, good.
So all the best for him, but
Yeah.
we're
Good
going to
luck.
get out of here for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the thumbs up, all that good shit, and we will see you back next time. Have a good day, everybody.